神羅転生
What's up everybody, it's your boy Hokage here, welcome to the video. Today I want to talk about Konohamaru, Sarutobi, and Boruto. Now, at the end screen of this video, there's going to be a video that I did a couple of weeks ago. I strongly suggest you to watch it. In that video I talk about Boruto potentially getting the Toad summoning, and basically in the latest Boruto Ending, which is like Boruto Ending 12, we see Boruto standing on a Toad, and the whole idea is that this is like potentially a foreshadowing that he'll get the Toad summoning and later on the Sage mode. I already covered one video, so I already talked about one character who could pass on the Toad summoning to Boruto, but that's a manga character that will be like a spoiler, so I'm not gonna mention him in this video. Apart from that character, the other obvious candidate is Naruto, and the third one, and I'd say the final one, is Konohamaru. I'm not gonna do the Naruto video because it's too obvious. Like, Naruto could just like be sitting around one day and say, he could say like, "Oh Boruto, let me teach you something. Let me get you to sign a contract with the Toads or something," right? So let's talk about Konohamaru. Now, I think this would be a great moment for Konohamaru because Konohamaru as a character overall throughout the Boruto series hasn't really done much. It's very popular to shit on Konohamaru, and I completely understand why people do it. My point is, just because he's Team 7's sensei doesn't necessarily mean that he has to be on the same level of Kakashi. Because Kakashi was a fucking deep character, right? One of the best written characters in Naruto for sure. So, I mean, I guess the standards were raised because of Kakashi, but I never really expected too much of Konohamaru. Even in the early parts of the Boruto series, I never wanted to see him become the Hokage. I mean, I'm glad that now, after all these episodes and chapters where he hasn't done much, a lot of people agree with me, but like even before all this, I just have my personal reasons for not wanting him to become the Hokage, right? But he has the Toad summoning indeed. We saw it in the Boruto anime, and if he could pass it on to Boruto, that would be, I guess, the most useful thing he did. When it comes to Team 7 and passing on different abilities, I want this like Toad summoning tradition to continue. Started with Jiraiya, then Jiraiya passed it on to Minato, Jiraiya passed it on to Naruto. It's not clarified how Konohamaru got the Toad summoning, but I would assume Naruto was somehow involved there, and now it would like continue with Boruto. I think it would be pretty cool. I know like whenever I mention Toad summoning in Boruto in the same video, everybody starts talking about the snake summoning. I don't know why y'all are so fixated on the snake summoning. I mean, we already have one member of Team 7 whose powers are like connected to snakes and stuff like that. Like, I'm not saying that it would be bad writing if Boruto gets snakes or whatever, but like, we already have Mitsuki and snakes, so it kind of makes sense. It would make more sense for Boruto to be different than Mitsuki. Also, the Garaga thing, Garaga was only temporary. Boruto doesn't have the snake summoning at the moment. This is a very important detail that some people forget. And yeah, guys, I feel like if Boruto is to get the Toad summoning, I feel like Konohamaru could be one of the people who could pass it on to Boruto. I just wanted to make this video, and in a way, I like the Konohamaru hate would still exist, right? But I feel like because if he were to do this, this would be super useful, right? If he passes on the Toad summoning to Boruto, I feel like if he does this, the hate will decrease. It will decrease, maybe not like significantly decrease, but it will certainly go down. Anyway, that was your boy Hokage. Let me know if you think Boruto will get the Toad summoning. If you think he's gonna get it, do you think that Konohamaru might be the one that's gonna pass it on to Boruto? And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.